dashboard. All right, in Laravel you can do it with just one command. Before I do the command, or I run the command, I want to show you where I found it. So if you go to Laravel website, click on documentation, and you scroll down all the way to security, click on authentication. Read the whole stuff, you understand? Just read through to help you understand in case you're using Laravel for the first time. But if you're not using it for the first time, this is the command we're looking at, or looking for: PHP artisan make auth. There's a colon here, so we can run it. We'll open our command prompt and right click because we copied it. So it's pasted twice. I don't know why it pasted twice. So PHP artisan make colon auth. I'll hit enter. It has created a number of files for us. I should have shown you the files it's created. It's created the files here in controllers auth, all the files in this folder. As you can see, it involves forgot password, login, register, reset. And in case you're using Laravel for the first time, I understand that this folder structure might be a little confusing at the beginning, but it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you will understand it. Another group of files it's created is in the resources. If you click on resource, click on view, you'll see this auth. This auth contains login page, register page, and forgot password page. All right. So now it has that. We can go check it out. Come to this page, your Laravel page, localhost colon 8000. Refresh it. We should see a link here. Keep your eye here. Now we have two links up here, and they are just about login and register. If you click on the login, it's opening. We'll see that there's a login page, well-designed login page. This design is following Bootstrap. All right. If we click on register, we will see the same thing. See, nice registration page with default options. But the issue is that these things are just HTML and CSS. There's no connection to the database yet. Alright, so that's why none of these will work. Now we need to connect our Laravel to the database, which is simple. We're just going to go and create a database, and it's simple. As long as your WAMP server is running, mine is running, we can just come here, a new tab, type localhost/phpMyAdmin. Once you type that, localhost/phpMyAdmin, it will open your phpMyAdmin. Then you can go ahead and log in. So if you installed your phpMyAdmin the moment I created this video, that means your login should be empty, your password should be empty while your username is root. But if you've been using phpMyAdmin, maybe you may have changed your password over time. Alright, so click login. I'm logged in, and these are databases that I've created in the past. So if you click on here, we can create a new database. And what are we going to call it? I think we should call it QRCode. QRCode. Alright, and then click create. It has created. So this is all we need to do here. Then we need to get right back into our Laravel app. Click on env, just scroll down, click on .env file. This is it. Now here we're going to specify the details of the database we just created. The database name is we just created, we'll call it QRCode. And then the username to log into our phpMyAdmin is root. And in my own case, there is no password, so mine is just like this. I will click save, Ctrl S to save this file. I'm saving it because I just modified it. Alright. Now this is done, we're good. Another thing you can change is the name of the app. It's called Laravel by default. For me, I could call it QRCode admin. QRCode admin or whatever, but I don't need to change. I don't want to change mine. I like to leave it at Laravel. But it could change us. Alright, good. We're good now. Now the next thing we have to do, just checking the time. I think I should stop this video here, because in the next video we need to create the migration. Let's just go ahead and do it here. So we actually need to create the migration. As you can see, we've created this database and there is nothing inside. There's no tables found. It's empty. Now we need to create a migration for this PHP Artisan that we did. If you come here, and what is a migration actually? Migration is just a file where you write your database queries. so that once you run a command in Laravel from the command prompt, Laravel will read those database queries you wrote in the file and go and execute it in your database. So, but there is a syntax to it. It's not the normal SQL. So if you go to database, go to migrations, you will see that when we ran PHP Artisan make auth that created all these login pages, it created these two migration files. Like I told you, they're just basically SQL queries, but they are not written directly as SQL queries. Look at this one, for instance. This one, what does it do? It just creates a new users table, you see, and then the users table will have ID, name, email, password. That's just what this one does. Now we're going to go in depth into it in the further video so that we can create more. Alright, so the next one is the create password reset table. So it just has two tables. So let's run the migration. We're just going to do a PHP Artisan migrate, hit enter, and we have an error. Okay, so this is the